Ah, Egypt. The land of pharaohs, pyramids, and tourists who think riding a camel in front of the Sphinx means they've seen it all. Spoiler, they haven't. Sure, the pyramids are iconic, and yes, you can absolutely get your awkward kissing the Sphinx photo, but if that's your entire itinerary, you're basically missing the best parts of the country. In this video, I'm breaking down 5 must-do experiences in Egypt that go way beyond the pyramids. From desert landscapes that look like another planet, to boat rides that feel like a history book on water. Let's dive in. 1. Sail the Nile on a felucca. Because your Uber can't float. Forget the honking horns and Cairo chaos. Gliding down the Nile on a felucca is the most peaceful, photogenic way to experience Egypt. No motors, no noise, just wind, water, and a sunset that deserves its own Instagram account. No honking, no engine noise, no taxi meter clicking ominously in the background. Just you, the breeze, and a whole lot of "is this real life" moments. You'll glide past banana palms, crumbling temples, and local fishermen who wave like you're in some kind of time-traveling travel commercial. It's the perfect detox after bartering in a Cairo market or realizing you overpaid for a miniature pyramid made of mystery material. And don't think it's just a boat ride, it's a full vibe. Some felucca rides come with mint tea, others with live Nubian music, and all of them come with the kind of serenity that makes you reconsider your fast-paced, coffee-fueled life back home. Plus, watching the sun dip below the horizon while you float down the Nile, that's not just romantic, it's screensaver-level spiritual. Where to do it? Aswan is the gold standard. It's laid back, beautiful, and the Nile here feels wider than your future. Luxor is another top pick, especially if you're riding past temples that are literally thousands of years old. Bonus tip: book it for sunset when the sky turns pink and the Nile reflects it like liquid gold. You'll never look at your hotel pool the same again. All right, ready to go from floating to flooring it through ancient history? Up next, a temple so jaw-dropping they moved a mountain just to keep it intact. No, really. Let's head to Abu Simbel. Explore the temples of Abu Simbel, the original "We'll Just Move It" project. Built by Ramses II and literally moved piece by piece to avoid flooding, Abu Simbel is ancient engineering flexing at its finest. It's big, bold, and unforgettable, just how pharaohs liked it. Located near Egypt's southern border, Abu Simbel was built by Ramses II as a flex so big, even modern influencers are like, respect. 4 colossal statues of Ramses guard the entrance like ancient bouncers, and inside, intricately carved chambers that somehow survived thousands of years and one massive relocation effort during the construction of the Aswan High Dam. But this isn't some crowded Cairo site with selfie stick warfare. Visiting Abu Simbel feels like you've discovered something secret and sacred, mainly because it's remote, quiet, and requires an early morning wake-up call that separates the tourists from the real travelers. You'll be rewarded with a sunrise light show that aligns perfectly with the temple interior only twice a year. That's not tourism, that's astronomy on hard mode. Pro tip: book a tour from Aswan. It's a 3.5-hour drive through the desert, so you'll want a guide and snacks. Oh, and bring your wide-angle lens. Your phone camera is not ready for Ramses in 4K. All right, we've seen epic monuments and River Zen. Now it's time to dive into something a little louder, a little messier, and a whole lot more vibrant. Let's head to one of the most chaotic and colorful places in Egypt, the Bazaar. Get lost in Cairo's Khan el-Khalili Bazaar, aka Chaos, with a side of cardamom. This isn't shopping, it's a full-blown experience. Cairo's most iconic market is loud, colorful, and packed with spices, souvenirs, and stories you didn't know you needed. This isn't your average souvenir stand situation. We're talking winding alleys packed with spices, perfumes, jewelry, textiles, antiques, knockoff Gucci, and probably a parrot or two. It's like stepping into a live-action version of Aladdin's Cave of Wonders. Except instead of a magic carpet, you'll leave with a rug you didn't plan to buy, a headache from the smell of 47 types of incense, and somehow, a new friend. But don't let the chaos fool you. There's real magic here. From copper lanterns glowing under the shade of ancient archways to call to prayer echoing through the alleys, Khan el-Khalili is a cultural overload in the best way possible. You'll find locals sipping mint tea next to curious tourists haggling over scarabs they swear are authentic. Spoiler, they're not, but it's fine. Pro tips: Go early to avoid the tourist crush and the worst of the heat. Don't say yes to the first price. They expect you to bargain, and honestly, they respect you more for it. And if someone offers you a free cup of tea just to look, congratulations, you're staying for an hour. It's chaotic, it's unpredictable, and it's peak Cairo energy. You wouldn't want it any other way. Ready to swap street stalls for sea life? Up next, we're trading crowds for coral and heading somewhere most tourists forget even is in Egypt. Let's dive into the Red Sea. Dive into the Red Sea, where the water's clearer than your life plans. Skip the sand and dive into Egypt's most underrated attraction, the Red Sea. Whether you snorkel or scuba, the coral here is next level, and the water? Absolutely dreamy. From the resort towns of Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurghada to the laid-back vibes of Dahab, this slice of Egypt is an aquatic paradise. No PhD in scuba diving required. You'll see clownfish, lionfish, coral formations that look like alien sculptures, and maybe even a turtle with more chill than your entire travel group combined. It's wild. It's serene. And it's the kind of experience that has you Googling how to become a dive instructor by the end of the day. And hey, if you're not the diving type, or just not into wetsuits that feel like rubber onesies, don't worry. Most resorts and beaches offer guided snorkeling tours where you can still float over vibrant reefs without needing to know what PSI stands for. You can even take a glass-bottom boat if your vibe is more National Geographic but dry. Either way, you will leave salty, sun-kissed, and totally blown away. Pro tip: the Red Sea isn't just beautiful, it's warm year-round, making it the perfect escape from Cairo chaos or desert heat. And compared to Europe's beach prices, this is luxury on a budget. Just don't forget sunscreen, unless you're into the freshly grilled tourist look. All right, from sea to sand, it's time to wrap things up with one of Egypt's most underrated natural wonders. Think alien landscape, silent beauty, and a night under the stars you'll never forget. Let's hit the White Desert. Visit the White Desert, Egypt's most underrated. Wait, are we still on Earth? Spot. The White Desert is like Mars got a makeover from a minimalist artist. Surreal rock formations, alien landscapes, and stargazing you'll never forget. It's Egypt's wildest side. Here, towering chalk rock formations shaped like mushrooms, ice cream cones, and melted marshmallows rise from the sand like abstract sculptures. No crowds, no chaos, no camel traffic, just you, the wind, and a landscape so quiet you can hear your own thoughts, for better or worse. Whether you're hiking, snapping photos, or just sitting in the silence wondering how this place isn't more famous, the White Desert delivers major "why didn't anyone tell me about this" energy. And the real magic? Camping overnight. Picture this. The sun sets in blazing orange over a white sand horizon. Your guide cooks dinner over an open fire, and you fall asleep under a sky so full of stars it makes your phone's wallpaper look low-res. It's off the grid in the best possible way. No Wi-Fi, no notifications, just peace, stars, and the occasional fox paw print in the morning. Pro tip: book a guided overnight tour from Farafra or Baharia Oasis. You'll get a 4x4 ride through the desert, gear provided, and a local guide who probably makes better tea than any barista you've ever met. This isn't just a day trip, it's a soul-refreshing, story-worthy adventure that'll outshine every pyramid selfie you take. And there you have it. But before you pack your bags and run off to hug a mushroom rock formation, let's wrap this up with a few final thoughts you'll want to hear before planning your Egypt adventure. So yes, the pyramids are iconic, majestic, and absolutely worth seeing. But if your Egypt trip starts and ends with a camel selfie and a bottle of tourist-priced water, you're barely scratching the surface of what this country has to offer. From sailing the Nile like an ancient but very relaxed royal, to chasing sunsets in the White Desert, to getting your mind blown by coral in the Red Sea, Egypt is a full sensory adventure. It's wild, it's warm, it's welcoming. And it's definitely more than just golden triangles and sphinx poses. So if you're planning a trip to Egypt in 2025, don't just follow the crowds, outsmart them. Dive deeper, go slower, and give yourself stories that don't start with "I waited in line for 2 hours." These 5 experiences, they're the real treasures, no tomb rating required. And hey, if you love travel that skips the cliches and serves up real-deal adventure, hit that subscribe button. You'll get the tips, the hacks, and the laughs, all without needing a tour guide who ends every sentence with optional extra. And when you're done here, check out my next video, 10 tourist mistakes everyone makes in Switzerland. Must-know tips before visiting in 2025, because nothing says culture shock like sticker prices in Zurich.